Hello, Sean. Hello, Isabel. I'm doing alright. How are you? Hello, everybody, and welcome to NXT. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Gail Kim and also Byron Saxton joining us. This is going to be a great show tonight. Absolutely. We got some big matches in store. We got some great matches in store tonight. 2 title matches and so much more. And so much more to come. Well, we're not wasting any time. Well, that doesn't sound great. Ronda Rousey, yuck. She's probably going to join the Death Riders. And I think I also heard Christian came back too. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Xena! Well, there's only one way. She wants to fight Toni Storm. Gross. Tony Khan will probably give her the same treatment that Vince McMahon gave her. Non-stop handouts and non-stop titles. Because we all know Ronda can't work hard for anything. She can't go through the grind and the effort to work for anything. She's just got to get everything handed to her. You suck, you suck, you suck, you suck. You suck, you suck. Wow. This NXT crowd is not letting Xena talk after what happened last week. Go away, 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 go away. Wow, these people are so rude. Oh, you Xena. You Xena. You Xena. Oh, cry me a river. Oh, boo-hoo. Oh, you didn't like what I did last week? Well, tough luck. You don't like I was faking you all? Is that what it's all about? You know, I was faking being a good person all along, cause being a good person sucks. Being a good person sucks. And being a good person made me vomit. I want to make this perfectly clear. I am in no way, shape, or form affiliated with Mutiny, nor am I a part of Mutiny. I am myself, and that's exactly who I am. I walk alone. I don't need a group. I don't need to hide behind a group. You're playing Donkey Kong Country 3, the level called Lightning Lookout. Awesome. Red Velvet at New Year's Evil. I am going to take your title. I am going to end your hype. Because we already know that you are nothing. You've only got 9 more days. Because then at New Year's Evil, I take everything from you. And oh, look out! And there's Red Velvet from behind! And now Red Velvet just jumped Xena, and here we go! And now the ball is on! And now look at this! And now these two former friends going at it in the ring! Velvet! And now Velvet and Xena! You knew Velvet was not gonna stay back and just let Xena talk about this. Enough! Security! Break this up now! And Kelly is now trying to get security to break up this brawl between Red Velvet and Xena. Now look at this. Clearly Kelly is protecting her investment for New Year's Evil, and now look at this. And Xena now being dragged to the out of the ring by security. Security holding Velvet in the ring. Kelly not wanting this brawl to continue. And now look at this. And now Velvet. And Velvet now taking out some of the security. And now Velvet, look at this. And Velvet dives over the ropes and takes out Xena and the security. My God. Red Velvet just jumped over the ropes. And now she continues to hammer on Xena. And now look at this. And now the security again breaking this up. And Xena now hightailing it through the crowd. Xena hightailing it through the crowd. I'm gonna kick your ass! A fired up Red Velvet, the NXT Women's Champion. She is fired up. She wants payback on the woman that she trusted. What a chaotic way to kick off NXT. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be witnessing the in-ring debut of Maki Satonomo, this season's Tough Enough winner. She'll be meeting April Johnson in one-on-one competition later tonight on NXT. And also later tonight on NXT, Isabel and Blake Monroe are here, and now they have to face the music after their little ploy after their little trick. After their little trap last week, now they have to contend with Tracy Lara and Azumi. In tag team action. How's my day been? It's been okay. Well, as also you said, 2 title matches will be on the line tonight. Elio Lafleur will defend the speed title against one of the Tongas of the MFTs, and Sean Legacy will be in a triple threat match with his North American title on the line. So much in store here tonight. And here comes Caleb Peterson. His tag team struggles with Kevin Owens continue. And the reason why I say struggles is because it's clear that Kevin Owens really doesn't want to team up with this guy. The following contest is a tag match set for one fall, making their way to the ring. Caleb Peterson and Kevin Owens. Mutiny! Well, whether these two like each other or not, they've got to coexist. Well, they were successful last week against Josh Briggs and Brooks Jensen, but tonight they take on Los Garza of Angel and Berto to climb up the ranks and climb up the tag team ranks. Remember, this was their punishment for not coexisting. Yeah, this was their punishment for not coexisting as at deadline. So now they are forced to team together. So now, and their opponents, Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo, Los Garza. Look, Sean, you don't have to be like that, okay? We all knew it wasn't going to be AJ Styles because he signed a contract, I think. Yes, I thought it would have been funny if it was AJ Styles too, but I never jumped to the conclusion that it was going to be him. I don't think you should be laughing, Sean. Don't forget, everyone thought Chris Jericho was going to be in that stupid box, and everyone got Danhausen. And a big gut wrench, and a big gut wrench. And now in a kick out. And now a tag got made, and now Angel Garza comes in. Oh. And now Kevin Owens finds himself in trouble. And Kevin Owens finds himself in big trouble. Well, we all know what wrestlers are like, Sean. They say they retire, but then they come back. The Bellas, they said they retired in 2018, and they kept making comebacks. Trish Stratus retired, she came back. Lita retired, she came back. Goldberg retired, he kept making comebacks. You know what wrestlers are like, Sean. They'll say they retire, but then they'll have the itch to come back for one more match. AJ Lee was retired and she came back. She came back 10 years later. The only ones that have committed to their retirement have been John Cena and Batista. They're the only ones that have honored their retirement. I can't even say Shawn Michaels has honored his, because Shawn Michaels came back. Yeah, Undertaker's honored his, at least. But you should know by now, wrestlers always come back. It's not like the NFL. It's not like football. It's not like football when someone retires in football. but then they have the itch to play again. Once they retire, they retire. And Angel with a nice... And I'm not saying AJ Styles was going to be one of those wrestlers who was not going to honor his retirement. But I'm just laying off examples of wrestlers that have retired but still came back for more. And now Caleb. And oh, look at this! What the hell are you doing, man? I didn't mean to, sorry. Oh, man. She moved. AJ Lee only retired because of the drama that was going on between her and that was going on with WWE. Between her husband. That's what she said the reason was. She said the biggest reason was because she didn't want to get caught in the drama with WWE and Punk, because Punk hated WWE at that time. And I think she also had a spinal injury that Saraya caused, which again wasn't her fault. Not saying it was. And now Caleb with the went for the clothesline. Caleb went for the clothesline, but Angel Garza avoided it. Uh-oh. Oh, wait a minute. Stunner attempt. Oh, but Caleb counters it. And look at this. Uh-oh. And now Angel Garza counters. Oh, look at this. Angel Garza counters into a roll up. And oh, so close. So close. Yeah, Angel and Berto coming very, very close here. Tag made. A tag made here. There's the tag by Angel Umberto, and look at this. Oh, and look at this. And there's the takedown. And look at Owens. Owens not even bothering helping his partner, and Los Garza get the win. I heard about that. I think it was when Saraya turned on her. Yeah, something like that, I think. Angel Umberto get the win. Los Garza pick up the win in this tag team match, and Kevin Owens didn't even bother trying to help out Caleb. Clearly their lucky victory last week against Briggs and Jensen was just that, a lucky win, as Los Garza pick up a pretty important win in the tag team division. Don't forget, Cody Rhodes and CM Punk and Becky Lynch have all said they've got a couple of years left in them. So, but the question is, will they honor their retirements when that time comes? I'm sure they will, but they have said that they've got a few years left in them. We all know that 4Kids censor certain things, but they don't censor a character following 20 stories from a building. I know, that is a bit weird. Rhonda, I'm here to relay a message to you. Apparently, Natty wants you to take out Maxine tonight. Maxine, easy. I've got this. Ronda, don't underestimate her. Oh, Kelly, I'm not gonna underestimate her. She'll be beaten in very quickly and in fast session. And besides, I'm the baddest bitch on the planet. It's just ridiculous how everyone jumped to conclusions that AJ was going to AEW. Well, here's the other thing. Here's another thing before we move on. On Instagram, I saw like something that said that AJ Styles was well aware that AEW were going to make an offer to him. So I'm pretty sure he was very well aware that it was going to happen. I don't give a damn about a bad reputation. Well, here comes the baddest bitch on the planet, Ronda Rousey, making her way to the ring. The following contest is set for one fall. Making her way to the ring, Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey representing Mutiny here as she is ready to go to battle here against Maxine Dupree. Well, here's the funny thing that Natty trained Ronda Rousey, and apparently it was Natty who told Ronda take care of her. Well, Maxine's killer instinct was unleashed on Evolve in that dungeon-style rules match. And her opponent from Sacramento, California, Maxine Dupree. And Maxine Dupree making her way to the ring. And look at, and my God, and Ronda Rousey. And Ronda Rousey just jumping Maxine before she even got a chance to get in the ring. Well, Ronda said that she would end this quickly. Well, Ronda did say she would end this quickly. Oh! And the bell and the bell has now sounded. Ronda Rousey now. Well, Ronda cannot underestimate Maxine, because we have seen Maxine pull off incredible underdog comebacks. Let's not forget Summer Bash. She had a massive disadvantage. It was 3 against 1, and she was able to mount a comeback by beating 2 people, and it came down to her and Bailey. And if it wasn't for Kelly, I think Maxine might have actually overcame those odds. Yeah, Maxine has shown. Yeah, season 12 has been a very, very good year for Maxine. Won the NXT Women's Tag Team titles of Carmen Petrovic. And as you've talked about, Byron, she's had incredible underdog stories. And Rousey, good Lord, she's had so many she's had quite a few amount of underdog stories of challenging Emily Bell for the NXT Women's title and many others. Here comes got wrestle. You got wrestle. You got wrestle. Shut up! And the WWE fans chanting that directly to Ronda Rousey. And now Ronda grabbing Maxine's arm into an armbar. It's not the patented armbar we've all known about. And now Maxine and Ronda Rousey going back and forth here. Ronda Rousey if there's one thing we can say about Rousey, is that Rousey has never been used to working hard for opportunities. She's never used to working hard for her opportunities. She's been so used to being given everything, like how she's won all the top major titles and a lot of the major titles here in WWE. She was given them just due to her status as a UFC megastar. Yeah, from her star power alone. And now Ronda has Maxine on her shoulders. And oh man, and there it is. She calls that the Ronda's pit. Looking to put Maxine away, and Maxine showing that heart and resilience. And looking for the armbar. Wait a minute, Maxine counters. Oh, wait a sec. Maxine counters the armbar. No way. And look at that counter. And look at that counter into the ankle lock. The maximum effort. Maxine with the ankle lock. Maximum effort on Rousey. And what? And Rousey taps. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Maxine with a huge upset. Wow, Maxine just pulled off an upset of the century. Here's your winner by submission, Maxine Dupree. I cannot believe Maxine Dupree just pulled off a huge win over Ronda Rousey. What in the world? What in the world? That was incredible. That had to be the biggest win of Maxine's career, other than maybe beating Becky Lynch for the IC title, but that is up there as a huge win. And Ronda Rousey sitting down, holding her ankle, completely in shock of what just happened. Oh, wait a sec. Is that there's Kelly and there's Kelly with Big Tiff and Sarah. What are they doing? What are they doing here? Ronda, come here. And Kelly, look at this. Kelly helping Ronda up. Well, Kelly being a good boss as always. What did I tell you? To not underestimate her. I'm sorry, okay? She caught me off guard. That's all that was. Oh, she caught you off guard. Yeah. That's... Sarah, Tiff, and oh, what the hell is this? And now Kelly, what the hell is this? And now Sarah Ponting and Tiff are now beating up Ronda. What the hell is this? Well, Kelly clearly feeling embarrassed that Ronda couldn't beat Maxine. Well, clearly she was embarrassed that she was clearly embarrassed by Ronda's performance. Ah, why? I don't need you in Mutiny. Oh my God, you're a failure. Kelly, no, where the hell? Wait a minute. Where are you going? What the hell? Wait a sec. Hey, what the hell is Isabel doing out here? And Isabel getting her hands on Kelly. And now Kelly being pulled out of the ring. And Sarah Ponting and Big Tiff pulling Kelly out of the ring. Why that? Isabel should be focusing on her match later tonight, not trying to attack Kelly now. Well, Isabel's, I don't know if she meant it or not, but she kind of saved Ronda Rousey. I don't think she really cared. Focus on the match, bitch! Ladies and gentlemen, my guest at this time, Super Sean Legacy. Sean, you have been a fighting North American champion, but tonight the odds are once again stacked against you. You take on Jackson Drake and Andrew Thompson tonight. How confident are you heading into your match? Well, I'm very confident. Usually I'm always one step ahead of my opponents, but tonight this is clearly being done because Kelly doesn't like me as champion. Well, guess what? Tonight, once again, I'm going to show the world why Super Sean Legacy always finds a way. Well, triple threat match. Well, triple threat match coming up. North American title on the line. So only a few more streams left, and then the season will be over, guys. We've only got a few more left. This is a triple threat match for the NXT North American Championship. Introducing first, representing the Vanity Project, Jackson Drake. Jackson Drake. Big opportunity for this young man, Jackson Drake, as he is ready for action here. Well, this is gonna a huge triple threat match for the North American title. Man, what an opportunity for the guy who was once a commentator. And introducing next, Andrew Thompson. Yeah, this man used to be a commentator. Yeah, and now this guy is nothing more than Lucy Wright's little bitch. How dare you say it like that, Byron? How dare you say it like that, Byron? They clearly like each other. The one thing I love about ZA in Pokemon ZA is that one of the characters just swears when they lose, but obviously they censor the swear words. But it's really funny. Like, I think that's the first time they've actually done legit swearing in a Pokemon game. Even though it's censored, but that is the first time I think Pokemon have ever just had one of their characters just legit swear. Oh. Well, here we go, triple threat match, and now look at this. Jackson Drake looking to try and win the title early here, but Andrew breaks it up. You know, Sean Legacy's got a... Sean Legacy, if I were him, I would provide a strategy. I would just let Andrew and Jackson Drake just beat the hell out of each other, and then just slide back in and take the advantage. That's what I would do if I was Sean Legacy in this kind of situation. Well, Gale, you've been involved in triple threat matches. You've been involved in triple threat matches. You know what it means to be women's champion, not just here in WWE, but also in TNA. And you've been in these kinds of matches. What would your strategy be? Well, just let the other competitors wear each other down. I would just let the other competitors wear each other down. And then and pick your spots. And always pick your spots. And that's another thing I think Sean Legacy's got to utilize here. He's got to pick his spots at the right time if he wants any hope of remaining North American champion. Oh. And now Andrew heading up to the top rope, and now look at Jackson Drake. Oh. A very impressive young man is Jackson Drake. And now look at this. And now Jackson Drake now in control. Well, Jackson Drake has been very impressive. His Vanity Project brethrens, Brad Baylor and Ricky Smokes, are tag team champions. And Jackson has a chance to leave tonight with some gold, and the Vanity Project can be dripped in gold. Oh man, and Andrew Thompson. Man, what a story this would be for Andrew Thompson. Goes from being a commentator to becoming champion. That would be a big story for Andrew Thompson. And a massive superplex taking out. And Andrew, that was not smart. Andrew making a rookie mistake there. And now look at this, and now look at Drake trying to steal the North American title. Well, and a Spanish fly. Well, again, Andrew Thompson is still quite inexperienced. He is still super inexperienced, and now Jackson Drake again goes into the cover to pin the champion, but no, the champion kicks out again. And now look at this now. And now Drake with a submission. Oh, look at this. Well, that's one way to break that up. And Thompson dropping the knee down. Look at that. And Super Sean now looking to take advantage. This is exactly what I was talking about, picking your spots. Look at this. To retain his gold. Oh man, and a kick out again, and a kick out. This is what I mean about picking your spots. That was the perfect example of picking your spot. Oh, and now Andrew heading up to the top rope. What does... Ah! And now look at this. And a huge crossbody. Oh, and Super Sean gets caught. And Super Sean gets caught. No, wait a second. Who's he going for? And look at this. Oh my God, he made the distance. Look at that. Andrew made the distance. Andrew with that massive frog splash, and he actually made the distance, but now he's taken out. Oh, look at this, Jackson Drake, and Drake with the running knee. Drake with the running knee, covers. Jackson Drake, he's done it. Jackson Drake is North American champion. Wow. Jackson Drake picked his spot. And he capitalized. A new North American champion has been crowned here tonight. Here is your winner and new NXT North American champion, Jackson Drake. I don't understand it. My mom and stepdad like Danhausen. And there's Brad Baylor and Ricky Smokes. And there's Brad Baylor and Ricky Smokes celebrating with Jackson Drake. Look at that. The Vanity Project have gold. A big congratulations to Jackson Drake. What the hell was that, huh, Kevin? We are partners. Well, maybe if you weren't so useless, then maybe we could actually be partners. Enough! I'm disappointed in the both of you. We kicked out Ronda Rousey in our group because I do not tolerate failure. Do the two of you want to be kicked out next? No. No, no. Absolutely not, Kelly. Well, guess what? You two need to start working together, or else you're out of Mutiny. Oh. Don't you want to be in this group? Yes, we do, Kelly. Then start acting like adults and not spoiled little children. You lost to Los Garza, one of the lowest ranked teams on our division. And now, because of their win, they now believe they are worthy of challenging the Vanity Project for the tag titles. If you don't act like this, Kevin, maybe I treat you the way I treat Bayley. And she's lost matches, but no punishment. She went to AAA and tried to win one of their titles and came back empty-handed. Get out of my office now! Oh, fine, whatever. Yep, They're real people in NXT. Well, Andrew isn't. Wow, wow, cracks are starting to form in Mutiny, guys. The cracks are starting to show. I think the pressure is starting to get to Kelly Kelly. The looming threat of the CEO, Patrick Ballantine, is looming, because Isabel has sent the warning that Patrick is going to be returning very, very soon. I think maybe the pressure is starting to get to Kelly Kelly. You think so? Yep. I think the threat of Patrick is starting to loom over the head of Kelly Kelly, and so the threat is starting to rear its ugly head. The following contest is for the Speed Championship. Introducing the challenger representing the MFTs, Tonga Loa! The infamous Tonga Loa looking to bring the Speed title to the MFTs. Fun fact, this man was also known as Camacho when he used to come out riding on a bicycle. And here comes the Speed champion, Elio Lafleur, who has been a very proud champion since winning the title. Yeah, he took that title away from Mutiny. The Speed title on the line, Tonga Loa. Five minutes on the clock here. Tonga Loa looking to try and win the Speed title and bring it to the MFTs. Oh, look at this. How the hell did that miss? I love when you fly off the top rope and then even though it looked like it connects, it just doesn't hit. It's like it's like you hit a brick wall. And Elio Lafleur starting off hot. Yeah, Elio Lafleur starting off hot with his aerial moves. Bloody hell again! Why does that keep happening? Remember all those fans that said Super isn't canon because Beerus didn't show up? Well, if they didn't check the timeline, Daima is before Beerus arrives. Yep. Yep, Daima is before Beerus even arrives. It's like a year before Super. And all the people that don't like Dragon Ball Super are going to be even more furious because Dragon Ball Super is back and it's getting a remake. So Battle of Gods, Resurrection of F is before Super. Those movies go into Super. Even though Battle of Gods and Resurrection of F has... even though the movie versions are called Dragon Ball Z... it's still technically Dragon Ball Super. But that was just before it was given the name Dragon Ball Super. That's why the movies are called Dragon Ball Z. Of Battle of Gods and Resurrection of F. That's why the movies are called Dragon Ball Z, because they didn't have the name Dragon Ball Super ready for it. And now Elio, oh wait, he was thinking something. But Tonga Loa able to block. Oh, Tonga Loa. Tonga Loa using his athleticism. Tonga sucks. Tonga sucks. Camacho. 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 The universe are chanting Camacho. Oh, that Tonga Loa. And now, oh, now LaFleur, and LaFleur now taking down Tonga. And there's the 450 splash, and there's the 450 splash to Loa. And LaFleur with a successful title defense. Here is your winner and still WWE Speed Champion, oh, God, Armin, don't spoil anything. I mean, Sean already spoiled something about Ronda Rousey appearing at AEW, so I guess I shouldn't be shocked. I don't even know why I even bother anymore. I don't know why I even bother telling nicely not to spoil me anything, but then people still spoil stuff to me anyway. Yep, he's the face. Essie, Angela, big opportunity for you two tonight. You're taking on the tag champs. Awesome. Kelly's request. I love you too, Isabel. Yeah. Look, I gotta focus on my title defense. Yeah, did you hear? Oh, Hermione, about your title defense against Daphne. Apparently, I've been told that April Johnson's trying to get into the match. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't need to deal with another person. Well, apparently the only reason why she's making a request to be in the match is because she beat you. That was a fluke. That was a fluke, and everybody knows that. Even Daphne beating me last week was a fluke. If it wasn't for my partners not being useless. But look, you two should focus on your big tag match. Because if you two can win, you'll get a shot at the tag team titles. Well, that's what we plan. Well, that's what we plan to do. Come on, S. Let's go. Let's get this win. Hey, Ange. Hey, Jack. Hey, Jack. Hey, congrats on winning the North American title. Thank you very much, Angela. Good luck. Good luck in your tag match tonight. Thanks. We'll celebrate later. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Come on, Angela. We gotta go. I know. Nice title, Hermione. Get away from me, Brad. Whoa, I'm just complimenting your title. I saw you touching my hair. Oh, the Vanity Project. Well, if there's one thing we can say about the Vanity Project is that they're a bunch of perverts. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? I mean, Brad Baylor's, you know, checking out Hermione. Can you blame the guy? The following contest is a women's division tag team match. Making their way to the ring, the team of Angela and Essie, the Lee Twins. Essie and Angela ready for tag action against the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. And their opponents, they are the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, Kendall Gray and Ren Sinclair, Ren QCC. The Ren Quarter Catch Crew, Ren Sinclair and Kendall Gray, the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. Oh, big opportunity here for... This is a big opportunity here for Essie and Angela to get themselves in the discussion. Oh, well, this is a big opportunity here for the Lee Twins. If there's one thing we can say about Angela, I don't know if I should be excited or upset that Ren's first title could be the Speed title. I would be upset because I know the Candice LeRae fans were excited about it because for some stupid reason they want to count it as an actual title. And then you see them literally complaining about how Candice LeRae deserves a singles push. I'm like, didn't she get one with the Speed title? Because I've seen so many people say how Candice should be pushed more. She should be featured more. She should be winning singles titles. I'm like, she did! She did win a singles title. It was called the Speed title, and all of you... Everyone was jumping up and down, celebrating that she won the Speed title, and now you're demanding she wins more? Triple H technically gave you what you wanted. It just wasn't the right title. It just wasn't the title you wanted. This is why I say the fans are fickle. They'll say they want something, and then when they get it, they complain, and then they start acting like, oh, they want it again. No, you should have accepted Candice's... People should have accepted her Speed title run, but nope, they're now demanding more, because that's what fans do. They demand more. And I agree that Speed title is useless and it shouldn't count, but still, it's still a title reign. It's still a singles title reign, even though it's not technically what you were after. They also celebrated because she beat Io, which is something she hasn't done. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But no, Candice apparently needs more of a singles push. Apparently, I'm just like, nope. She got her quote singles push. Oh, and there's the Angela kick. Oh, and Sinclair kicks out. And I'm just like, well, nope, she technically did get her singles push. Yes, the singles, yes, the Speed titles are useless, but it still counts. It still technically counts as a singles run. Oh, man, oh, that was close. Essie just got the shoulders up. Yes, and I don't like the Speed title as much as other people do, but again, it's just one of those cases where fans are just really just show off their hypocrisy, which shouldn't surprise you, I guess. Oh man, a double super kick. She just took them both out. Ran with a super kick that was so strong it literally took out both of the sisters. Uh-oh. And now Kendall with the armbar on Essie. And there's the tap out. And the tag champions defeat the Lee sisters. Kendall Gray with that vicious armbar, and it forces Essie Lee to tap out. And Kendall and Ren with another successful win here, with a successful win as they've fought off a challenge. Kendall, Ren, ding dong, hello, hello. If you two want a real challenge for those tag team titles, me and B over here are more than happy to step up to the plate. Yeah, because me and Bay are gonna be the BEST TAG of all time. So how about it on the final episode of NXT, girls? The role model Bayley and the EST Bianca Belair versus the two of you for those tag team titles. You up for it? We accept. Oh, look at that. Kendall and Ren will be putting their titles on the line against Mutiny's top dogs, Bayley and Bianca Belair, while Kendall and Ren don't back down from a challenge. Bayley and Bianca went from being arch rivals to now potentially tag team champions. Oh, there's Kevin Owens. What the hell is this? Kelly rewarding Bayley another title match? This is ridiculous. Hey, Kev. What do you want, Sammy? Whoa, calm yourself down there, man. I know you're hot. I know you're hot right now, and look. You know you and I, we go a long way. Best friends, bitter rivals. Yeah, just get to the point, Sammy. Just get to the point already, Sammy. Look, I'm here to just offer you an opportunity. You don't seem to be happy with Kelly right now. I'm not happy with Kelly. I mean, like, she's put me through so much hell. She's put me through hell by putting my family's money with my money, my family's money. But Kev, I think it's time you snap out of this. I think it's time you snap out of this mutiny nonsense. Do you think Kelly cares about you? Mutiny has never... I know you and Bayley were the ones that started it. But ever since Kelly has come in, all she's done has favored the people she likes. Caleb, Bayley, Bianca, Tracy, Tiff. All I'm saying is, Kevin, I think it's time you make the right choice. I think it's time you make the right choice. I think it's time you make the right choice. And leave Mutiny. Show Kelly who the real Kevin Owens is. Remember when Shane McMahon made your life hell? Where's that Kevin Owens? Remember when the Bloodline made your life hell? Where is that Kevin Owens? That is the Kevin Owens that I want to see, the NXT Universe want to see. We want to see the Rebel Kevin Owens. That is the Kevin Owens that we all deserve. Sammy. Think about it, okay, man? Hey, Izumi, Tracy, good luck against Isabel and Blake. Hey, John Cena, will you stop messing with the chairs, bro? Glamour is forever. And here comes Blake Monroe. The following contest is a women's division tag team match set for one fall. Making their way to the ring, the team of Isabel and Blake Monroe, Glamour Bell. Isabel and Blake Monroe ready for tag team action as they take on Mutiny members Azumi and Tracy Lara. We've seen Isabel be a little busy earlier. We saw her try to get some payback on Kelly by attacking her, unintentionally helping Ronda Rousey when she was being beaten down by Mutiny after her failure earlier tonight. And their opponents. And their opponents. Representing Mutiny, Tracy Lara and Azumi. The big powerhouse Tracy Lara makes her entrance. One of the most intimidating and most feared woman in Mutiny. Tracy Lara is one of the scariest and one of the meanest and the baddest woman in Mutiny. And the bell sounds, and here we go. Azumi starting things off here with Blake Monroe. This is interesting because Blake Monroe does have a little bit of a history in New Japan and Stardom, so she would actually know Azumi quite well. Yeah, she would know Azumi quite well from her days in Stardom. And And now Blake rolling up Azumi, but kicking out. Oh man, big kick right. Oh man, big kick right to the face. Down goes Blake. But remember, this match has only come about due to Kelly forcing them into this situation because of last week. Isabel was just here on commentary last week. Kelly wanted Isabel removed from the arena, so she sent Azumi and Tracy Lara to deal with it. And then Isabel set a trap by using herself as a decoy to allow Blake Monroe from behind with a steel chair, and that's what has led to this situation. Well, we know Isabel just wants revenge on Kelly for what happened to her boyfriend, and honestly, I can't say I really blame Isabel for that as well. And now hooks the leg, and now Monroe finding herself in trouble as Tracy Lara gaining the early advantage. And this is where things can get very, very dangerous. And now Blake Monroe being beaten down here by Azumi and Tracy Lara. Hey ZM, hey ZM, hey ZM, hey ZM, shut up! And the WWE Universe chanting her name wrong into the cover, and a kick out again by Monroe. Come on, Blakey! And now Isabel obviously looking on in concern for her tag team partner as she now finds herself in an armbar submission. And oh, look at this! And Tracy Lara oh, look out! Oh man, and slows down the momentum again. Tag, and here comes Isabel. And Isabel getting tagged in. And now Isabel building momentum. And now the prideful Aussie from down under, the girlfriend of the CEO, Patrick Ballantine, really starting to lay it in now. Isabel has won her fair share of titles here in WWE, but has never held a single NXT title. Do you think Hawthorne will do well this season? Hope so. We did beat Essendon. Azumi went for a big kick, but Isabel using her athleticism to dodge, but she couldn't dodge a second time. Yeah, she could not avoid that a second time. Oh, but now the big and powerful and now the big and powerful Tracy Lara has now entered the fray. And now Isabel's comeback story has now turned into a nightmare. Oh man! Just ramming her butt head first. They're just ramming her backside right into Isabel's face. And the thumbs up, thumbs down, running power slam. That could be it for Isabel. Hooks the leg. And Blake Monroe just in time, and Monroe just in time saving it. And now Tracy looking for the Bangladeshian rack on Isabel. Oh, but Isabel avoiding. Oh, but Isabel avoiding it here. Tracy was going for it, And now Monroe. And now Monroe and Azumi now brawling on the outside. And now Isabel on the... Oh man, takes down the big Bangladeshian. Hooks the leg. Trying to get the win. And Tracy Lara kicking out. And now Isabel, look at this. And now Isabel with a submission. Oh, but Tracy Lara just powered out of it like it was nothing. And now Isabel, DDT, nice DDT. And Isabel with a nice DDT. Tracy Lara in danger. Isabel top rope, shooting star press. The star of Melbourne shooting star press. And there's the win. Wow, Isabel pins Tracy Lara. And Isabel and Blake get the win. Oh man, things have... My God, tonight has not gone well if you're a part of Mutiny. Everything is falling apart for Mutiny here tonight. Here are your winners, the team of Isabel and Blake Monroe. Isabel and Blake Monroe with the win. Isabel with a beautiful shooting star press to Tracy Lara, scoring the big pinfall on the big Bangladeshian. And Kelly, oh my God! And Kelly is furious backstage. She is absolutely furious. Boss, please calm down. I'm not gonna calm down, Bailey. You and Bianca, you and Bianca better win. You two better win next week. We will, Kelly. Yeah, just take a chill pill, boss. Look, I know you're worried about Patrick. I'm not worried about him. Do you think I'm worried about Patrick? I've told Kevin this. I told Kevin this. I told Rhonda this. I told everybody this. I am not tolerating failure. So you two better win the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships on the last NXT of the season. You understand? Bailey, you're my girl, and I've always looked out for you. But next week, you and Bianca better win. Don't worry. We will. We won't let you down. You better not. Man, tonight has not been a great night for Mutiny. Absolutely not. It has been an atrocious night. It has been an atrocious night if you are a member of Mutiny. Hey, Mackie. Hey. Ready for tonight? Nervous, but I'm ready. Mackie, are you ready to play the game? Damn right I am. Well, there you see Tracy. There you see Trent Lake making his way to the ring as he's pacing around the ring. And we just saw Maki Sarunomo backstage with Aurora Levesque. That is Triple H's eldest daughter, who was also a part of Tough Enough. Well, Trent Lake looking to hopefully maybe bring back some good news to the Mutiny locker room as he takes on Javon Evans one-on-one. Well, tonight has not been going well. Everyone of Mutiny has lost. Your boys, Bouncy. But will the bouncy Javon Evans make things worse for Mutiny? And his opponent, he is the NXT champion, Javon Evans. Well, Javon Evans on New Year's Evil, which is the first NXT of season 13, will defend the NXT Championship against the Iron Survivor champion, and that is Sami Zayn. I wish I could be excited for it, but I don't have a Switch 2. It's the same way I feel about 2K26. How can I be excited about a game that I can't play? Trent Lake trying to get an early advantage on Javon Evans. Now Trent Lake trying to use his power early, trying to use his power, but Javon Evans taking down the big man. And now nice springboard cross body, and Trent Lake just got the shoulders up. And tonight, if you are a member of Mutiny, it has not been a great night. That's for sure. Here we just saw Kelly, Tal Bailey, and Bianca Belair. They better win the tag team titles next week against Kendall Gray and Ren Sinclair. And now Javon Evans, oh look at this, and Javon Evans gets out of it, and now Javon with a clothesline, and now Javon starting to build up momentum, and down goes Trent Lake, and down goes Trent Lake, and there's the OG cutter, on Trent. Oh, and Trent just kicked out. Oh man, and now Javon looking for a bouncy finish. Oh, went for a super kick, but Trent Lake able to get back up in time. Oh, and Javon trying to keep Trent down. They're trying to keep the big man down. There's the bouncy finish, Oh, and Trent powers out. Powering out. Trent Lake is not going to go down that easy. Trent Lake has always been the tough type. As we said, can Trent Lake at least bring some good news back to Mutiny? Oh. Or will this just be another... Or will this just be another temper tantrum coming for Kelly Kelly? And now look at Javon now. Look at this. Trent Lake was looking for a big move. But Javon... Oh, and a big splash. And Trent Lake with a massive splash into the corner. Covers Javon for the win to knock off the NXT champion. And now Trent looking for the leg 5. Javon counters. And Javon gets out of it. Javon gets out of that situation. He's looking for the OG cutter again. Javon trying to go for the OG cutter. Oh, look at this. And oh my God, Trent Lake is not giving Javon any breathing room to do not giving him any breathing room. And look at this. And how the hell did that happen? Oh, look out. And now look at this. Oh! It seems like Javon is trying to stun Trent Lake. It's like that's what he's trying to do. I think he's trying to stun him so he can get him in place. But Trent, just knows exactly what Javon's trying to do, so he's just not gonna allow it to happen. And now Trent looking for the leg 5, but it gets blocked again. But it gets blocked again by Evans. And now Evans. And now Evans with a clothesline. And Evans with a float over clothesline. And now. And oh, and there it is! And there's the OG cutter! And there's the OG cutter! And there's the OG cutter! Boom! And he hits it! And he hits the maneuver and he's got him! Javon puts away Trent Lake! The fact Bree's first match in years will be against Nia and Lash is ridiculous. Well, blame that on the doofus. Because he thinks that's what fans want to see. My God, what an amazing match that was. Yeah, that was a great match, but in the end, the NXT champion, Javon Evans, manages to put down the big Trent Lake. The big and powerful Trent Lake. Well, even more failures for Mutiny. More failures for Mutiny. It has not been a great night if you are Mutiny. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, what do you want? What do you want, April? Kelly, you know I beat Hermione a few weeks ago. And I know you're not in a good mood right now. But I want to be added to the North American title match between Daphne and Hermione. And why would I do that? Maybe for once, do the right thing and give up the people what they want. I mean, your whole group turned out to be a bunch of losers tonight. You know what? Fine. You can have your way. Next week, it'll be a triple threat. You, Daphne, and Hermione for the North American title. See? I knew you'd do the right thing. Have a good night, boss. I hope Picasbury Blue will upload Crash Bandicoot 2. Same. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we can confirm that the final NXT is going to be massive. Triple threat North American title match. It is now made a triple threat. April Johnson, after pinning Hermione Lee, has gotten added to the match by Kelly. It'll be April, Daphne, and Hermione next week for the North American title. That is going to be awesome. But also, we cannot wait for next week. The big open challenge. Who will step up to Red Velvet? Red Velvet's big open challenge. Who will step up? And who will take Red Velvet's open challenge for the NXT Women's Championship? And also next week, the NXT Tag Team titles are going to be decided. Los Garza, after defeating Kevin Owens and Caleb Peterson, will get their chance at the Vanity Projects, Brad Baylor and Ricky Smokes, for the NXT Tag Team titles. Will Los Garza become champions, or will the Vanity Project find a way to retain? This and much more next week on the final NXT of Season 12. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. And it's time for our main event. It is Tough Enough Champion versus Tough Enough Champion. The following contest is the Tough Enough winner versus Tough Enough winner main event. Introducing first, she is Season 6 Tough Enough winner, April Johnson. The sixth Tough Enough season winner, April Johnson. Listen to this ovation for April Johnson. Oh! And her opponent from Odious, Japan, she is the new 7th season Tough Enough winner, Maki Satunomo. Whoa, this woman looks freaky. Well, her idol is Asuka. After all, wearing face paint is definitely her thing. This is the first time we'll be seeing this young lady in action. We've heard some pretty good things. We've heard some really good things about Maki Satunomo, as talking about how she always wanted to be a part of WWE. Yeah, said that WWE was her dream, saying girls like Asuka, Io Sky, and Kairi, and many other Japanese wrestlers were a big inspiration to her, but mostly Asuka. Oh! Well, this young lady, we know she's a gifted striker. Mackie is a gifted striker. We've definitely heard she's learned the art of strong style. Oh, and April, as we've talked about, is the previous Tough Enough winner. Yet to win a title, but she has a chance to do it next week on the final NXT of season 12. She's got a chance to finally capture gold, because she'll meet Daphne and Hermione next week in an explosive triple threat. And oh man, and Mackie dropping, and Mackie dropping April, and April kicking out, not even at a count of one. Oh, look at this, Dragon Sleeper, and Mackie with a Dragon Sleeper, but April gets out, and now a Luther's press, and now April on top with the Luther's press. And now goes it, and now hooks the leg, and Mackie kicks out at one. Both of these girls are wearing similar ring gear. They're both wearing yellow and white. Well, Mackie looks more grey. Well, her gear looks more grey. Looks more of a grey color. Oh, went for a big kick, but misses. Oh. And that yellow is a bit more desaturated yellow. And now April, look at that. And now April lifting Mackie on her shoulders. Mackie is a pretty short competitor. She's 5'3". And now Mackie, look at this, top rope. And elbow drop, drops an elbow drop down on April. And we cannot forget about April. She is a second generation superstar, daughter of Hall of Famer Ahmed Johnson. And now, oh wait a minute, and oh my God, what an overhead throw off the top on Johnson, and Johnson kicks out at one. Wow, what a beautiful overhead throw. That was a beautiful overhead throw. And now Mackie, well, Mackie had something planned, but Johnson counters. Oh, and now April on top. Mackie does have a little experience. She wrestled in Mari Gold. She did wrestle in Mari Gold for a little bit, but other than that, she's not really all that experienced. And now April seeing her opportunity, but Mackie with a nice counter. Mackie with a nice counter, hooks the leg again. After that power bomb, but April kicks out. April not willing to go down without a fight, but neither is Mackie. And now, oh man, and now a shot right to the lower back. And now April on the top rope, and an elbow drop. And now an elbow drop to Mackie. That could be it to spoil the debut of Mackie, but a kick out. And now April sees her opening. Well, April now is in control. All she's got to do now is keep the momentum, and she'll take home the win. Oh wait a minute, was looking for the finish. Oh! She was looking for the Pearl River plunge. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, nice counter. And now into a submission. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at that paint. Yeah, the paint is starting to come off the face of Mackie. Yeah, Mackie's face is starting to get exposed. That paint is starting to run. And, oh, look at that. Oh, my goodness. And Mackie with a Kinshasa. Shades of her trainer, Shinsuke Nakamura, and there's the win. And Maki takes home the win. Maki delivering a Kinshasa. Shinsuke Nakamura trained her to become a wrestler, and there you have it. Maki wins her debut with her Masters finishing move, the Kinshasa. Here is your winner, Maki Sakunomo. And Maki with a hard-fought victory over April. Yeah, April went for the Pearl River Plunge. And then it got counted into the Kinshasa. Shades of her master and trainer Shinsuke Nakamura. And a big win. And April and Maki shaking hands. And Maki and April shaking hands and hugging it out in the ring. What a great show. What a great show of respect. What a great show. What a great show of respect. And oh, look at oh my God. Oh, look at that. That's the runner-up. And there's the runner-up of Season 7's Tough Enough. Belinda Richardson just pushed April right into Maki, and Belinda throwing April to the outside, and Belinda just threw April to the outside, and now look at this, and now Belinda beating the hell out of Sakunomo. The young girl from Preston, England. The young Brit from Preston. England. And look at this. And Belinda taking down Sakunomo. I'm better than you. I should have won. And now look at this. And now Belinda with a backstabber. The Preston stab. She calls that the stab of Preston. A vicious backstabber by Belinda, laying out Sakunomo. Well, it looks like the Season 7 Tough Enough champion, the runner-up of Season 7, was not going to take losing Tough Enough lightly. Thank you for joining us. And we'll see you for the final NXT of Season 12.